This week, Poggle the Lessor makes one more attempt to win the second battle of Geonosis. Captain Rex has an existential crisis, and we get the politics that we all crave when we meet Duchess Satine. I'm Brian Carey, and this is Cannonballs, a comedy podcast where we review all the Star Wars media that Disney has deemed canon, including books, comics, TV, and movies. I'm joined by my co-hosts, Aaron Laramie and Wesley. I make observations while you think with your lightsaber. Isaac.
Pull up! All craft, pull up! It's a trap!
All right, we are live on Facebook for the first time, as well as Twitch and YouTube. How's it going, boys?
Mark Zuckerberg.
Oh, what's up, Zuck?
He's blowing up the chat.
Oh, man,
Yeah,
give me a free Tesla, Mark Zuckerberg.
You know, he's
Give me
been
a free-
investing
free-
in he's been investing in a bunch of tech,
Bitcoin.
and he's really just been saying, how do I get Cannonballs podcast on my platform instead of just Twitch and YouTube? How do we get the views here? How do we
And
make
now,
Facebook
dude, now
Live
look at
take off?
Look at us now, boys.
2 whole people on
Look.
Facebook watching. No idea who they are because OBS doesn't like Facebook, but
Fucking Obi-Wan.
Obi-Wan S. How's it
Obi-Wan
going,
West.
Wes? You have some tape. Is that saved for later, or
I
do
got
we get
some
to guess
tape.
what
No,
it's
tape.
involved?
Tape. I wanted you guys to guess first what the tape is. What's the tape?
So, Aaron, do you have a guess? Because I have one as well.
I'm thinking he's playing Edward 40 hands, and that's why he hasn't shown us his hands yet.
Oh, shit! Aaron nailed it. My guess is not. I want to go with my guess first.
Yeah, no, what was your guess, Brian?
Because Aaron totally got it. Now that I saw Steph set everything up.
I'm telling you.
Maybe I'm just incompetent.
So I was hoping, because the picture didn't have Wes in it on Instagram, I was hoping that someone had actually kidnapped Wes and he was taped to the chair.
It was a
hostage situation. It was like a...
Tape to the chair would have been really good.
Maybe it could have been a murder mystery. You know, anything's content. So I would have rolled with
fuck.
it while we tracked down
Yeah, that
your
would've been pretty
kidnapper.
good. I mean, I guess we'll never know which one of you guys was right, so...
Jesus Christ.
I had a feeling.
Oh, man. So what's up, guys?
Oh, just
Take my
hanging
hands
out.
to these bottles.
Are you working tomorrow? Like,
Yeah.
The competition is fierce. It
Oh,
is a lovely Wednesday night, and it is time for Edward 40 Hands.
Is it Wednesday?
I remember
Am I
when
drunk? What day is it?
Oh, these are
Wes and
gross.
I did Edward 40 Hands once in the basement at my mom's, and the trouble was
talk about
when
it
you
all
have to go to the bathroom. So
Yeah, Steph's
we
got a
realized
party.
that and chugged one of our 40s. So we basically could like stick see how Wes's left pointer is out. So we unzipped each other for the bathroom, Aaron, is the gist
That's
of the
cute.
story.
This is my pee hand.
That's
That's
a
your
pee hand.
unzipping hand.
What I'm going to do is I'm just going to pee into the bottles. this
That's for
time.
you to. That's for you to point at Steph to tell her to come unzip your pants for you.
Yeah. It never works any other time except now.
So
Steph.
have you guys found, so like, I guess you guys both go into offices now, but like in public restrooms, obviously I go through the zipper, right? But now that I'm
sure.
full-time work from home, I'm just like a 6-year-old. Like I drop my pants to the ground, I hold my shirt up with my
You're
chin.
that kid. You're like Butters from South Park.
Yeah,
where he-
exactly.
he
Now
just
that I'm
sits
home
with his
alone, I
head.
just get completely naked to
Yeah.
pee. Are you guys experiencing the same thing in quarantine, or 'cause you
I
guys
don't
have
get
to go to
completely
work?
naked. Generally, it's not incredibly. It's not incredibly
So,
time efficient. Yeah, especially at the office, not as much.
Yeah, I just dropped the pants, and I'm like, if you want to hang out, that's on you.
Yeah, I'm like, hey, can you unzip me?
I'm like, hey, my hands are tied. Can you guys help me out? They're like, aren't you at work? And I'm like, yeah, I work here.
Yep. Can you zip my pants or no?
Aren't you in like a full airtight suit when you work? I imagine you look like the guys from Monsters Inc.
Yeah, a little bit, just less flattering.
Okay.
You look like the guy.
We all look fat.
Is there a pee hole in that?
No, you just pee your pants. It goes right into your boots.
Oh, okay.
Do you diarrhea?
Do you cat?
You diarrhea right into your boots.
Yeah, diarrhea straight in your boots. Okay. Donkey Flap invented the clean room catheter, so I don't want to take his credit on this one.
He invented it. Okay. Yeah.
Maybe we'll see him in the chat tonight. So speaking of the chat, we do the show live on Twitch and now officially YouTube and Facebook at the same time. So welcome, Facebook. Afterwards, we're going to play some video games only on Twitch. Try to get people over there. Spotify.
Stop watching
iTunes,
and go to Twitch.
We play some video games.
Go to bed. It's fucking late.
It
go
is.
to bed. What are you doing? Don't you have to work in the morning?
Yeah. Screw a cap on that 40 ounce. Don't you have to work in the morning?
That's me tightening with my mouth. If you guys couldn't tell, they're over here. I actually do have the caps right here. Maybe we'll see what happens. They're actually incredibly gross. I didn't remember them being this absolutely disgusting, and they are ice cold and still taste like somebody's.
There's a poor little OJ in there, pal.
Yeah, make it a brass monkey. Is that what do you got? Is that Miller High Life?
Steel Reserve?
Steel Reserve.
No, it's not High Life.
Oh.
I think it's Steel Reserve.
Yeah, Steel. Oh my god, dude. Why?
That'd be funny
to yourself.
It is. I mean, it was funny for a couple minutes, sure.
Yeah, you guys. I don't know how much you guys remember about me from high school, but it was like I'll do like 10 hours of work for 5 minutes of laughs, and I used to do it all the time. So yeah, like we used to write our own newspapers. Would write our own. That's
basically what this podcast is.
Writing a newspaper.
Yeah.
No, 10 hours of work for 5 minutes of laughs.
Yeah,
absolutely. And I was like, this would be funny.
That should be our tagline.
I was like, yeah, this would be fun. I haven't played Edward 40 Hands since the time that me and Brian played in his mom's basement, and we touched each other's penises. So this will be fun. Let's do this again. And it was not as much fun. I am maybe 10 ounces down out of both of these. It is not as much fun as I thought.
You're doing them two at a time?
Mm.
You're not going to like free up one hand?
Well, why would you do that?
I think you have to do it one at a time where you tape both hands to one. So you finish it.
What if I tape both my hands together and then have to drink them like off the floor?
You tape both your hands together and you don't have the fucking 40 ounce in there, and you're just sitting there with your hands taped. Yeah, you're like, wait, did I forget something? Oh shit!
Yeah, what if my hands are just wrapped like in tape, like I'm some sort of bandaged person or like a mummy? Would that have been funny too? Did I have to get these? Or would like mummy hands have been just as good?
If you stepped into frame and you were completely wrapped like a mummy, that would have been pretty funny. Yeah.
Yeah, mummy was another guess of mine. Oddly enough, I did not think you were going to do 40 hands.
Oh, I was sure. As soon as Wes, Steph was there fixing his thing, Wes's hands were precariously out of frame the entire intro. I'm just like, he's standing so rigid, like he's got shit on his hand.
You can see. Yeah. I think it was. We'll see what happens. I'm already feeling a little good. You know, I made a lot of food tonight, so I'm not as drunk as I want to be, which would have been easier if I ate less and drank more, because then this would just taste like water. But
well, hey, we talk about Star Wars here, new viewers on Facebook, so maybe we should get into that before Wes's bladder explodes by minute 45. I want to say.
Is that what we're getting into now?
Star Wars.
Okay.
What is this podcast about?
We'll see.
Season 2, Episode 7, The Legacy of Terror. So we are still hunting Poggle the Lesser, the leader of the Geonosians. Poggle is basically moving his hideout, it seems. He's going to some temple, it looks like. He's in a tank, towing some boxes behind him. And Master Luminara is on she's chasing him down. He leaves a box
Master
behind.
Lights.
There's a sandstorm coming, and she continues to hunt him despite the sandstorm.
Damn. Sometimes you got to take those sand advisories into consideration. Was there a sandstorm parking ban? She might get in trouble.
I'm not interested.
So she tracks them to the temple. There's some spooky statues in there of some Geonosians. And...
Oh, fuck. Spooky statues.
Exactly. She sends a transmission to the other Jedi who are Obi-Wan, Ki-Adi-Mundi's still there, Anakin, everyone from the last episode. I'm sure you both remember.
I totally wasn't even drunk at all. I didn't even drink almost an entire bottle of tequila that night. So yeah, I remember it as plain as day.
So
as plain as Wednesday.
Thank God it's another great Wednesday night, boys.
Oh, Wednesday's the best night to do it.
Yeah, it is.
So at the spooky statue, Luminara sends a transmission to the other Jedi, and in the middle of it, she is attacked by what look like some Geonosians. So after the storm, Anakin and Obi-Wan head over there and see only her lightsaber left behind.
Oh, fuck that. You know, it's the most important weapon. The most important tool.
It's the most important thing.
The most important thing. You can't leave that behind. You leave that behind, and what do you got instead? Fucking
breakfast?
Nothing.
Oh. Second most important thing.
All you had was breakfast. You didn't even have your weapons.
Your lunch saber. I mean...
So Obi-Wan and Anakin investigate a little bit, and there's a little like sewer grate type thing that they climb down. And what we find out is these are some zombie Geonosians that have Master Luminara. So she is...
All right, well, that's about it for me. So
you're not into the zombies?
The spooky statues.
I've had about enough. Zombie bugs, zombie bug people. Why would they be zombies? That doesn't make any sense.
Wouldn't you like to know?
No, I've had enough.
I wouldn't like to know.
I would think the spooky statues, Wes, would have tipped you off that we might get a haunted episode, or the name Legacy of Terror.
Why are we get a haunted episode? It's Star Wars. This isn't fucking...
The whole episode's haunted. I try to click on it on
Disney
Plus. My screen just goes black.
Oh, shit. Are you okay? Are you actually here right now, or is...
Oh, this is...
Oh my God!
This is just a ghost.
Is this Ghost Brian? Yeah. Have you guys? What was the last time that you physically touched Brian? I don't remember the last time. He could be a ghost. Maybe the time that I had to unzip his fly to pee.
Exactly.
He could be a ghost.
Aaron, when was the last time you touched me?
I said a few years. I think. I don't know. It's been a while.
It's been a while. Since
This is stained balls.
Stained balls.
Welcome to Stained Balls. Been a while. That'll be the intro. The intro is us singing it. I think that we could do that show.
Yeah,
I don't know what that show would be about, but I think that'd be a great show.
It's the one song that it's the only Stain song that we reference.
That's the intro. The intro is just us three going, it's been a while. Since
Definitely have a couple other popular songs.
Yeah. Probably.
So Luminara is still fighting these zombies. She sends a transmission to Anakin and Obi-Wan saying, "Hey, leave. I'm probably gonna die because there's zombies."
I don't even have a lightsaber. All I have is breakfast.
Probably gonna die.
Obi-Wan speculates that there is a Geonosian hive mind that is so powerful it can still connect to the dead. So they send some
speculates
clones.
that.
He speculates.
She's like, yeah, these fucked up bug things are attacking me. He's like, what if there's zombies that are connected by a collective mind that brings them back from the dead to do their bidding? And Anakin's like, that stands to reason.
It's like, huh.
Anakin's like,
Makes
as
sense to
long as
me.
I could chop in half a bunch of Geonosians, I'm happy.
Can I kill the women and children too? And he's like, well, they're already dead, Anakin. So it doesn't make a difference.
You already killed them.
So they are attacked by some zombies. Anakin and Obi-Wan send a couple of clones to get reinforcements, but they get killed by more zombies. So they're pretty much stuck in these, I guess it's like catacombs down there.
Fucking zombies.
Fucking zombies.
Makes sense.
So
Classic
Luminara
Everybody knows
is...
zombies are in the catacombs.
Yeah, why are zombies never somewhere nice, like an ice cream parlor? Like, oh, they're stuck in the ice cream parlor.
Yeah.
Like, is that ice cream zombies? Down in the ice cream parlor.
The best place they've ever been is a mall. It wasn't even that good a mall.
I feel like ice cream, like hard serve, is so hard to scoop. Like zombies' bones are brittle. They try to like scoop it, and their arm would snap off.
The opposite of soft serve is hard serve.
It's hard serve ice cream.
Like in tennis,
you want
when you hit the
soft
ball
serve? I'm
really hard.
like, so like we have like ice cream, we have soft serve. I'm like, no, can I get hard serve?
Yeah. No.
Can you make it as hard as a fucking rock?
Freeze it more.
Like, can you make it harder?
No.
What toppings would you like? Hard?
Yeah.
I'm hard. Yeah, I'm hard.
Yeah.
Sir, this is a Wendy's.
Right, I was thinking that same thing. Oh, God damn it. That makes me upset.
So Luminara's in the throne room with the queen of the Geonosians. She's humongous, and she's pooping out these eggs.
She's humongous
And pooping out eggs.
Oh man, I remember the last time I was humongous.
She's a new chungus.
So Obi-Wan or Anakin wants to go in and just start killing everyone, and Obi-Wan says,
like,
"Wait,
time to murder."
Classic Anakin. He's like, "You murder yet?"
He's like, "Is it time for the murder yet?"
Let's talk to her. She hasn't killed Luminara. Let's see why that is." So he goes and tries to talk to the queen. He asks her to submit to Republic law. She refuses.
Kind of a dick.
And reveals
that was gonna work.
She has these little worms that once they get in the brains of the host, she has their thoughts, she controls them, so it is a hive mind via worm.
Top 5 worms.
That's fucking scary.
Slurms Mackenzie.
Shelby.
Jim.
Shelby in the violin, or the viola. Alaskan bullworm.
Earthworm Jim.
Earthworm Jim.
Come on. He's a top 5 worm.
It's not so hot, it's just worm.
Deal. So
just regular old bait.
The queen saved Luminara so she could have a Jedi under her mind control, and now she sees an opportunity to get 3.
Oh, fuck, it's a good deal. 3 for 1 special.
Okay, 3 for 1. Yeah, you take that.
Yum, yummers. You get 2 pizzas and a side of breadsticks for the price of 1 large pizza. Why wouldn't you take that? I have so much extra pizza right now, you guys. They got me.
They got me.
3 special.
They fucking got me.
The Domino's 555 deal. I gotta get fucking 3 pizzas then.
Yeah, I'm like, I just want 1 pizza. They're like, that's gonna be $20. I'm like, I want 4 pizzas. They're like, that's gonna be $20. I'm like, I'm like, give me 4. They're like, what are you gonna do with all the extra pizza? I'm like, put it in my fridge forever. They're like, but it's gonna be in the way a little bit. It's gonna be moderately inconvenient. I'm like, fuck, you got me again. You son of a bitch.
So instead of saving Luminara right away, Obi-Wan wants to see how this worm works, and really what he's interested in is if this worm's gonna crawl up Luminara's nose or her ear. And he asks Anakin.
He's like, help me smell a bat. Send the worm to her. Let's settle in bed right now first. Send the worm, and we'll see what happens. I bet ear.
Well,
I got 50 Republic credits on ear.
You were wrong, Wes.
Aaron,
it went through the nose.
Ah! Oh, there goes my Republic credits.
So it starts to crawl up her nose. Obi-Wan kind of force pulls it out. They have the clones that were with them shine some lights.
Did he have permission first?
to pull it out?
Yeah. He's like, do you mind?
I think it's already too late at that point. Wait a minute. Are we cool?
Yeah.
So the clones that are with them shine some lights from their helmets on the queen and her servants. It's dark down there, so they're blinded by it, and they shoot out these like support beams and crush them in the cave.
Blinded by the light.
Wrapped up like a douche.
So what happened?
Well, they make it out of the cave, and that's the last we'll ever see of those worms. Or is it?
Wink.
Episode 8, Brain Invaders.
Oh, what's this one about?
Hold on, I have a hunch here.
I bet you that Anakin took some of the worms to sell on the black market because he was like, "This is probably worth a lot of money." And they're like, "What the fuck have you done? What the fuck have you done? And you have Velociraptor eggs, Billy? What the fuck?" And he's like, "My name's Anakin." You guys remember Jurassic Park?
So Obi-Wan actually he wanted to take one of the worms to study to see how it worked. So he had it in his hand, right? And Anakin like knocks it out of his hand and stomps on it on the way out. There's a few details I just leave out because we cover 6 episodes. I can't tell you all 30 minutes.
Yeah. So Obi-Wan's like, "Don't worry, I got this worm nice and safe." And Anakin's like, "High five, bro." And he drops it. He's like, "Oh, it's a worm tree!" And he just crushes it into the ground, which probably doesn't kill it because the worm dodged it out. He was like, "Oh,
the worm's got some moves."
Oh, look at me, I'm a worm. I don't have any bones. Can't break my bones. I'm a worm.
So Mace Windu is on a planet named Dantooine, like a Tatooine, but for Dan.
All right, well, I'm out again. Have a good night.
Yeah.
So Mace
he's
Windu,
related to Jim Tooine.
Jim Tooine, Bob Tooine.
Yeah.
All the generic American Tooines.
Exactly.
Dave Tooine.
Top 5 Tooines.
Yeah.
Please don't. So
Tooine.
Mace Windu needs some supplies. Now, we are still on Geonosis, and they are going to transport Poggle the Lesser to Coruscant to be tried. So the Jedi send the two...
Would it be better if he just changed his name?
Poggle
like,
the
if I was trying...
Poggle the Innocent.
Poggle the good guy.
Poggle the Pawn.
I've been mulling over this name change here.
Anything else other than Poggle the Lesser. If I'm on the jury, I'm like, "Yo, dude's guilty
Poggle
as shit.
the asshole.
Poggle the piece of shit." I'm like, he's not even like. I'm like, he literally labeled himself less than a regular person. Like, he's probably a degenerate, right? Like, Poggle the Lesser is on trial for doing bad things. Like, oh no,
Dude.
I'm Wes the drug dealer, but like, I'm innocent. You'd be like, "Dude, your name is Wes the drug dealer. Like, that's your title." I'm like, no.
Yeah, no.
That's just, I don't know how that happened. You're like, "All right, go to jail."
Yeah,
it's
cool. It's cool. What's
my
murderer?
Christian name?
Baptized.
My given name is Aaron the Murderer Hernandez.
Yeah.
And they're like, "I wonder if Aaron Hernandez killed that guy." And he's like, "The guy that's nicknamed the Murderer? Yeah, maybe."
Yeah. On his driver's license, it says Aaron, quote, the Murderer, quote, Hernandez.
Instead of a signature, it just says "Murder is good."
Yeah,
Murder is good.
Yeah.
Exhibit A.
It's just a bunch of knife emojis.
I may just be a small-time pizza lawyer.
Yeah.
Fuck. Change your name, bro. Poggle the Innocent, I think is the call. I'd be like, oh, no, I'm going. They'd be like, and the defendant is Poggle the, and then he whispers in his ear, and he goes, I'm sorry, his name is Poggle the Innocent, and he comes up and he's like, yes, hello, crack you. I got a little cane. I'm an old guy with like a little cane. And that's all that Bill Cosby did. He just got really old all of a sudden. It was like, oh, I'm frail and old. Help me.
Like
everybody's like, yeah, but not really.
Like a walker.
Yeah, he's like,
never used that before.
He looked like he was all right, and then it's like, yeah, dude, you're kind of a piece of shit. And he's like, no, I'm like 95 years old with a walker. I obviously didn't do anything wrong. And they're like, yeah,
where am I?
Did.
You did.
He's like, who am I?
So the Jedi are going to send Barriss and Ahsoka to do a supply pickup to bring to Mace Windu. So they bring along some clones. They have this transport ship, but those hive mind worms crawl into a sleeping clone's nose on Geonosis. There must have been
they don't
like
sleep with the masks on.
Should have known.
The math song.
Should have knows.
I knows.
I knows. Who knows what'll happen? I knows.
So they must have been sleeping near some eggs or something.
Look at the SpongeBob. Who knows what'll happen? I think that's good. Yeah, I think I'm almost 40 ounces down, boys.
40 ounces
Can you
to
show
freedom.
me again? Show me again.
Well, this one I haven't done a lot of, but I'm just going one at a time now. I decided.
All right, so you're taking the strap.
That's the right way to go about it, I think.
All right, see, like, look at that.
What if you dump the remainder of that one into the other one?
Ugh. I don't want to mix. I don't want to mix anything.
So the clone that had the worm crawl up his nose sneaks a bunch of eggs aboard the ship.
Oh fuck!
Bunch of fucking worm eggs.
What worm eggs?
Worm eggs. Eggs. Eggs hatch from worms
guys...
is what I was going to say, but that's not
you
correct.
Mean worms hatch from eggs? Eggs hatch from worms. The worms are just like worming around and just explode and an egg pops out. And you're like, oh, you're like, that seems about right.
What came first, the worm or the egg?
I was gonna say, you guys know that classic adage. What came first? God damn it!
Oh my god! So wait. How do you guys like honestly know how worms are created? Like, do worms like give birth to worms? Like,
it's got to be eggs, right?
Is it eggs? I really don't know.
Birth? It's definitely eggs.
Even if the eggs are like in the worm, are they? No, maggots turn into flies. What are maggots?
Yeah.
No, we're talking about worms.
Flies. Yeah, no.
Are worms just always worms?
Worms are always worms. They're born as worms. They die as worms.
They're hatched as worms, Wes.
I'm sorry. They don't become butterflies. They don't become anything else. They live as worms. They die as worms. But how are they born? That's my question. Are there worm eggs? I really don't know. I honestly, you know what? Let's poll the audience. Everybody's paying attention. Send it in. Send it in to.
Are you guys ready? You want me to bust it out here?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Anyway, so these worms come from eggs.
You give us some more worms. Yeah, they come from eggs. You know what the worst part about this is? That I picture the eggs like in Alien, because it seems like a lot like the plot of Alien, and those eggs are huge. So I think there's just worms are coming out of those. And I'm like,
this episode.
And I'm like, that doesn't make any sense, because like those eggs hold like the crazy face huggy things, and this one has like one single worm in it that's like, yo, what's up? So like I just picture one worm, like they're like, oh fuck, the aliens capture us, they're gonna make us, and the egg hatch is just like one little worm, like.
So there's a bunch of eggs, and the hive mind clone throws a bunch of them in the sleeping bunks and infects all, if not most, of the clones with these eggs.
That's fucked up.
Would you rather be infected or be like the two clones that don't get infected? Like, would you feel left out, or would you want to be like, I don't
know? I feel like
I feel left out that I was
rather be sleeping and be taken over by the They kind of like they kind of exorcist back crack when they're taken over.
Wow.
That's
Like they
gross.
snap around.
And this is a cartoon.
This is a cartoon. But then being attacked by one of them, I don't think would be as fun.
Yeah,
like
sure.
I could use a good back crack, is what I'm saying.
yeah. It's like instead of going to like a chiropractor, just get a little worm in your nose.
I'd snort some worms.
Not the year.
If it clean up my back issues. If it's like, hey, Wes, you want to do some worm lines? Your back's gonna feel great. I'd be like, all right.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Hey, you're cool. You do worm.
Like, yeah, you guys ever snort some worms?
Prove to me you're not a cop and shove this worm up your nose.
Yeah. Put your
I'd be
ear to the
like,
ground.
what do you hear? And you're like, I hear the orcs. They have
Like,
the
I hear-
hobbits.
I hear the worms.
So
What do your allies
meanwhile,
see?
Ahsoka and Barriss are hanging out talking about the Clone Wars and being peacekeepers. They're both Padawans still,
Sure.
of course. Ahsoka has this statement. She says, well, my master will always do what needs to be done, and I'm not sure how peace will agree with him. They're talking about, like, post-war, how they're going to adjust.
Sure.
Anyway, a few clones attack them, so they're suspicious of everyone. But
Order 66.
Yeah, like murder the clones. But we are
Kill all the fucking clones.
one of the clones without his helmet, the worm shoots out of his mouth, alien style, with like a little tongue with a face and teeth. And so they figure out, okay, this must be the Geonosian
like, that's not normal.
They're like, that dude seems like a real dick.
Yeah, that guy's kind of a jerk.
So they know the clones haven't turned on them. It's just the hive mind. So they contact their buddy Kit Fisto, who is like the 30th Jedi involved in this one plot line.
He's like, hey, I'm here to Fisto.
Who's gonna give them the supplies. And
Thank you, Aaron.
He knows they're coming, so at the very least, only Ahsoka and Barriss will die of the worms.
Only a couple people. That's fine.
So
At the very least, only 2 people.
They split up to do this. So Ahsoka was going to contact Kit Fisto. Barriss was going to try to retake the bridge where the rest of the clones were.
Sure.
Barriss gets brainwormed.
Oh no!
Yep. So now
Does he live?
Barriss is a lady. But
Does he live?
so Ahsoka has to fight Barriss. And she kind of...
Does he live?
Everyone lives at this point.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Does Barriss betray Tyrion this season, or is it next season?
I think that's what I'm getting confused.
Well, so Barriss's loyalty lie to the people.
Okay.
I've heard that somewhere before. Did he get burned alive by a dragon at any point?
Yeah. Do you mean the people as in the Starks, like of the North, or?
Yo, we the North. I love some Toronto, man. Let's go Kawhi. I mean, never mind.
Yeah, Drake. See him in the finals.
We the North
in the finals.
Yeah, he's playing.
The North remembers.
The Kawhi remembers. We the North.
So Ahsoka's gotten her message to Anakin, and Anakin kind of secretly beats the fuck out of Poggle to get how to beat the worms.
I wonder if he's the lesser now. He's like, oh, you thought you were the lesser before. I'm going to show you some shit.
Poggle the least.
Yo, you got to be Poggle to nothing after I'm done with you, bitch. Yo, tape your hands up. It's time to go, bro. And him and Poggle the least play Edward 40 hands together. And Anakin wins because he just keeps putting his beer into Poggle's beer thing. And Poggle's like, because he like does that weird Geonosis language that nobody understands. Yeah. And nobody knows what's going on. Nailed it.
So how do you think you guys beat the worms? What did Poggle tell Anakin?
You get a cold and you sneeze.
I would wear one of those things that like divers wear that pinches your nose.
I feel like I almost had it, Brian. I feel like I almost had it.
You get them colds. You don't get a colds. They hate the colds.
Oh, so you get a cold, and then they get the cold, and then they hate it.
Live in the dark. Why would they hate the cold if they live in the dark?
They live on Geonosis. Geonosis is hot.
But they live underground in the dark.
Still warm.
A lot of things are hot.
They're heated by the planet's core.
By the what?
The planet's core. Now go. This has been your weekly Boss Nass reference.
I'll say, I think that should just be the rest of the podcast. Boss Nass kind of slowly. Like,
all right, hit it.
Hold up.
I love it.
Hold up.
Thank you, Tudor.
Who sadly could not be here tonight.
Yeah.
After he was supposed to be on here. Honestly, I think it's just time to pull the trigger on Marty's number 4.
We already have, buddy.
Let's say, is that something that's not just the
where have you been?
It's just like, man, we've been doing so many of these 3-person episodes. You're really gonna bring Marty in for a 4th?
You know what we should do is just have Marty on the show, man.
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think he's got enough experience yet. He's not used to the show.
Marty knows more than Marty can run the show. You guys had that whole text thing where it's like, Aaron's like, I want to see Wes and Tudor do the show. I don't know. I do not want to run this shit. That's the last thing I want to do. I do not want to be involved in running this shit. I have no fucking clue what I would talk about.
It'd be whatever you want. You can make it a 5-minute podcast. It'd turn into a baseball podcast easily, but
oh, dude, Brian reins us in where it's like I try to help him out, but Brian, I'm like, yeah, so top 5 onions, and you guys are like, are you fucking kidding me?
I'm like, all right, well,
so
I do it for you. I'm like,
on the planet.
I do it for you, buddy. I'm like, we'll do onions. We'll do top 5 onions. Sure, sweet Vidalia.
Onions,
yellow
chives,
ogres, and chives.
Parfaits.
Parfaits, delicious. Yeah, meet somebody say, "What are you parfaits?" They said, "No, parfaits. Parfaits, delicious."
You know, if I don't let you do your top 5 onions, you're not going to want to talk about Star Wars. So it's a give and take.
You're not going to know how many layers there are to our show.
Yeah, you know what you've done with this. Also, guys, one down.
All right, there we go.
And make sure it's still empty. And yeah, I don't think I'm going to finish this one, but maybe we will. We'll see what happens.
We are at a terrible pace. I thought we'd go a little quicker with just 2 of us, but we're 38 minutes in and we're 2 episodes in.
Speed it up, let's go.
Barriss gets brainwormed. All right, I'll tell Aaron what happens. Did he just say he's going to pee?
He looks cute. Oh my god, I hear his voice. All right, we're focused. Let's go.
Okay, so Anakin beats the shit out of Poggle to find out they need to get cold. Ahsoka shuts off the heat, hides in the bridge. Barriss then finds her, but Ahsoka is able to hold her off while the worm freezes out.
Oh shit, that's great. I feel like we're both frozen, but that's fine.
And that was our first 4-episode story arc. Episode 9, Greivous Intrigue.
Oh my god!
I'm gonna guess it's about nose worms. Am I right?
That's right. More nose worms.
There has been a lot of murder and a lot of intrigue. You guys remember the Office Balls?
Nope.
I am definitely not the host of Office Balls.
Plantation. We don't have enough money.
Plantation.
We can't pay it.
He's like, I can't do it.
So Greivous is attacking some Republic ships. Master Eeth Koth. He is a Zabrak. He's from Iridonia, though, not Dathomir.
Iridonia. Isn't that the place that your father got married at?
Yep, he got married in Iridonia.
I feel like I'm awkwardly off to the side right now. Should I slide over here? Yeah,
Oh,
oh my
what
God,
happened?
did we lose Aaron? Is that what happened? I think we lost Aaron.
Oh, we definitely lost Aaron for a second.
Also,
That's right. I'm
so
gonna keep it rolling.
That's okay. I'm gonna slide into the. I got you. I'm in the middle of it. Let's go.
So, oh, let me slide over again. So,
yeah, boys, I'm fucking ready.
Darth Maul is our other famous Zabrak, only he's from Dathomir.
No.
So
also his brother, Savage Oppress, was like, look at me.
Look at you, Wes.
You like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't, because his name was so crazy.
His name was
I
awesome.
was like, I'm gonna never forget this dude's name.
That is the only thing you've remembered from our entire podcast.
That might be the only thing I remember from any of it. Oh my God. I don't even remember the cook's name. I love the cook from the first episode we ever did. I don't remember his name. I don't remember his name, dude.
Oh, fuck.
Drogo Scruggs.
Oh, Strogo Tugs. Thank you. You were close enough.
Chrono Strugs. Pretty close.
That's good enough.
I would say that's pretty damn good.
Yeah. Cheers, mates.
So,
fucking shit.
Eeth Koth is a Zabrak. He's tan instead of like red and black.
Oh, shit, that's interesting.
Yeah, he's being attacked by Greivous. He calls Greivous a coward and a murderer. Grievous gangs up on him along with his guards.
You murdered her!
You raped her! You killed our children!
I want to hear you say it!
So,
I can't watch that scene anymore because I'm always like, dude, look out. He's going to end up popping your head open. Just kill him.
Sad.
You don't need to...
Oh, there goes
You don't
Aaron.
need to hear him say it. You don't need to hear him say
Wes,
it.
you're a fucking professional.
Dude, listen, I'm here to play, man. You don't need to hear him say it. You just kill him. You just kill him. He's huge, dude. You got on the ground with like, dude. You're fighting the mountain, and he's huge, and he's got like a big fucking like double-handed sword that he's using with one hand because he's a maniac. And you're like, I'm gonna use this pike that's kind of sharp and has a little bit of poison. When you drop him to the ground, just kill the dude and then be like, okay, sorry. Like, I don't want to hear you say anything. You're gonna fuck me up, dude. You're huge. If I was fighting some guy that was like double my weight and it was all muscle, I'd be like, that guy's like 450 pounds of pure muscle. If I got him on the ground, I'm like, yeah, dude, I'm just going to cut your throat first. And then I want to hear you say it. And then you just gurgle blood at me and die. And I'm like, I didn't hear you say it, bitch. I'm not like, oh, tell me. I cut your leg a little bit. Tell me. And then you like knock me to the ground and my head explodes.
I'm going to give you a boo-boo now. Tell me.
Yeah, he's like, I cut your leg a slight bit. Now you will tell me what I want to hear. And I'm like, no, dude, you're not even, that's not even what the fight's about. You're literally fighting in the place for a dwarf person. So he doesn't end up getting executed. Like, dude, like, just be respectful. You're not fighting the mountain because you had a personal thing. It's like you got hired by some dude to not lose this fight. And now you're showboating?
Well, that's the only reason he's fighting, buddy.
Oh, no.
He's
but
not like
don't take
good
the
friends
fight.
with Tyrion.
Don't take the fight then. Don't think that's inappropriate. If it was
that's his only way he was able to kill the mountain for what he did was through this fight.
He could kill the mountain at any point in his. It's fucking Game
well,
of Thrones.
it caused a war.
At any point.
It caused a war.
Okay. How did it go anyway? What happened instead?
Well, we never went back to Dorne. That was it. Dorne was over. Dorne was neutral for the rest of the show.
That's because they fucking killed everybody that was in charge. Some new dude took over and he was like, I don't know what the fuck's going on over there, but we're good.
Anyway. So,
welcome to the game ball.
Episode 10.
Throne balls. So Eeth Koth is taken hostage by General Grievous, and in the ransom message, Eeth Koth is lying on the ground and he's like doing like hand signals, like he's doing sign language. And so Anakin, Obi-wan, and a third Jedi whose name they don't say at first is like, I'll go too. And so
it's Baby Yoda.
So
they're like, what's his name? They're like, we're not going to tell you.
Wouldn't you like to know his name?
Yeah.
So Eeth Koth tells them where he is. So the plan is Obi-Wan's going to distract Grievous by doing a whole frontal assault, and Anakin's going to sneak on board with Third Jedi. So Greivous boards Obi-Wan's ship, and he gets into a fight with Obi-Wan. He makes it clear that he knows the plan. Anakin's going to go try to save Eeth Koth. But Grievous left this, highly qualified droid in charge who's going to electrocute Eeth Koth to death if Anakin takes one step closer.
Just like in Criminal Minds.
Just like in Criminal Minds.
Oh my god. You guys, I've seen this before.
That's what they took this idea from that show.
I remember.
And then in Criminal Minds, they use the Force to get the torture device out of the droid's hand, and they save Eeth Koth.
You guys remember Criminal Minds?
I actually have never seen Criminal Minds.
I don't think I have either.
There's an episode where like one of the dudes is like getting served papers, like his wife is divorcing him, and the dudes show up and they're like, "Hey, like whatever," and they get him papers, and the chick's like, "What's that?" And I'm like, "He's being served," and he's like, "She's filing for divorce. I've been served," and I'm like, "Yeah, no shit, bro. Like everybody else knew that. Like the one that like aren't you guys like professionals? Like you should be able to deduce what's going on." Imagine being like a professional detective and you're like, what'd you just get there from those random people that handed you some paperwork? He's like, yeah, I just won a condo. Like, come on, bro. Like, it's never good news.
Aaron, is your Steph also into murder?
No, not.
Okay.
I don't know. Not too much. It's
All right,
a
so
normal
she's
balance
one of
of
a few
other
girls
things
not into
relative
murder.
to murder.
Most are.
It's good. There are definitely those people that are.
I know Sarah loves murder. I could tell Wes's Steph loves murder.
She loves
They're
murder
a little
more
too
than
into the murder fantasy.
I just said I don't even think so. She's paying attention. I just said she loves murder more than anything, and looked over here like I'm looking at her, and she just nods.
She's like, yeah. Love me some murder.
She's like, I don't even need context for that.
Anyway, so Grievous and Obi-Wan have a bit of a fight. Obi-Wan kind of wins, and then Grievous spiders out of the room. That third Jedi's name is Master Gallia.
Classic Grievous.
She saves Obi-Wan from being sucked into space.
Is she Italian?
She might be.
Master Gabagool? No.
Master Fettuccine Alfredo.
Yeah.
This is me. I'm Master
Romano? No.
I'm Master Romano.
Raymond Romano.
Yeah, Raymond Romano.
It's me.
Everybody loves Raymond Romano.
Everybody loves Master Raymond Romano. And what a great spin-off that would be. If we had money and time and skill, we'd have so many cool fucking spin-off bullshit that we could put out. Like Master Raymond Romano would be a great spin-off thing that we could definitely that's you know what? That's a good fucking Wednesday thing. I know that we're doing Edward 40 Hands on this Wednesday tonight, but the actual Wednesday coming up, if you came out with Master Raymond Romano on Wednesday night this week, that'd be fun as shit.
You guys are going to give me a fun Photoshop job today. Master Raymond Romano.
You know who you can add to that?
No.
Brad Carrot. He's also on Raymond Romano's show.
Is he the brother?
Yep.
No.
Anyway, so Grievous's ship explodes. He lands on Salukamai.
How did that happen?
Episode 10.
His ship explodes.
Episode 10 is called The Deserter.
Oh man, is it about food?
Yeah.
He's a chef.
After Grievous's ship blows up, they go get ice cream.
Master Chocolate Brownie was like, here I am, ready to like, oh, Master Chocolate Brownie, what does he have to say for himself? That son of a bitch.
Yeah.
So Obi-Wan heads to the planet's surface to look for Greivous. Greivous is looking for an escape pod. He is riding a Reek. Now, Reek is not Theon Greyjoy. Reek is Reek is the rhino thing. Reek is the rhino thing from Attack of the Clones.
I was totally gonna do it, bro. I was totally gonna be like, he's riding Theon Greyjoy. And he has no penis.
Sometimes I take notes for the
Spoiler!
later episodes,
Spoiler!
and I'm like, I know Wes is gonna make this joke. I just got to get ahead of it.
Yeah, there's nothing flapping in the wind.
Son of a bitch. Great job.
So they're hunting for Grievous. A few clones go out with Captain Rex, and Rex is shot by some droids, and he's injured. So they find a native of the planet to stay at their barn just to fix up Captain Rex, let him get rest. The person's like, fine.
He's important. Well, he's very important, so you have to make
he's got
sure,
some plot armor. So.
I think I jumped the gun on that. I'm sorry.
You're good.
I think I jumped the gun on that. I'm sorry.
Whoa, some echo there. Who's got us out loud?
I wonder if it's me who's been online the entire time, or Aaron has dropped out 3 or 4 times.
I'm trying to fix my thing because it's frozen. Shut up. I'm trying to fix my stupid
You do your thing, buddy.
I don't know why it's frozen. I'm not frozen like in the actual Discord.
So, that's interesting.
Which part?
Yeah, like the whole time I haven't been.
Let me reset you then.
Oh,
that's why like Wes's went back. There we go. Because Wes's went back after a little bit, and that's why I was confused. Like, oh, maybe if I drop out, it'll fucking fix itself.
Yeah, but then you gotta let me know so I slide over, man. Slide to the left. Slide to the right.
There we go.
One hop this time.
So seamless segue.
Yeah, so in the barn, Captain Rex is being fixed up. The daughter of the lady's barn runs out and says, "Hey, you look just like my daddy," and runs away.
It's always a good thing to shout out.
So Obi-Wan and the clones are still tracking Grievous. The droids are losing power, and they are dying.
Like who's daddy though? Whose daddy is the one that he looks like?
So we meet Cut LaQuain.
I guess we'll never know.
No, Cut LaQuain is the daddy. Cut LaQuain is a clone who abandoned the Republic.
Oh fuck! I was hoping that it was Jango Fett was like just fucking everybody all over the solar system.
That's a decent
guess. Jango Fett's got like 80 kids and 1 million clone children, and you're like, Jesus Christ, Jango Fett's really spreading his seed.
Yo, Jango
like that's
Fett
really
fucks.
what I wanted, man. Yo, Jango Fett fucks, bro.
So, Cut LaQuain meets Red. What do you got for me, Aaron?
I got nothing. No.
I was just going to say he went out for some Beskar and never came back.
I'm glad.
Yeah, thank you for that. I really that was great. Yeah,
I'm glad that didn't go to waste.
Beskar never came back. Oh, that's great. That's fucking great, boys.
I'm glad that didn't fall into the void of me and Wes talking over each other.
Yeah, no, that was great.
That's funny.
Good. That was real good.
So, one of the kids is voiced by voice actor royalty, Kath, I don't know how to spell her last name, Sousy?
She's saucy?
Well, I'm sure you know how to spell it, I just don't know how to pronounce it.
She is the voice of Phil from the Rugrats and Hubert Farnsworth from Futurama. She's got a very distinct voice. They're all the same character. That'd be a Marty Buck if he were here. Or an Aaron Buck.
Marty?
Yeah, well, we're the
an Aaron Buck that Marty is the keeper of.
Yeah, Marty's the keeper of the Aaron Bucks. It's so obvious.
We should have Marty Bucks too, but I think it gets too confusing. Maybe we have like Marty medallions, and Aaron Bucks. And like
you're losing me on the alliteration still.
Can we have an Aaron
dollar?
I was gonna just pretend to freeze. Like I see something really great, but it was like I was
get out of this.
I was like, I
anyway,
can buy myself 5 minutes.
Rex is not happy with Cut LaQuain abandoning the Republic. He's like, hey, we were bred to fight in this war, and we're meant to be soldiers. You're abandoning your duty.
We
and
love
fellow
bread.
clones.
We're bread boys.
Cut was like, well, my whole crew died. I ran away, found this hot Twi'lek lady, and have some kids. So this is my purpose now. Just fucking my wife, raising my kids.
He's like, yo, listen.
Hey, listen.
I'm here. I'm just here to fuck my wife and have some kids.
And I'm all out of kids.
So
I'm all out of So if you don't mind.
So anyways, Rex and Cut have to defend Rex's homestead, which eventually, or Cut's homestead, not Rex's, and it eventually lets Rex respect Cut and not turn him in for abandoning the Republic.
Does he respect Cut or does he respect Cut?
He respects Cut.
Yeah, I used to wear Rex specs.
I can see that.
No, I don't think I ever did. I probably should have, though.
Episode 11, Lightsaber Lost.
Oh shit, I wonder what this is about.
So Ahsoka and Anakin are in the slums of Coruscant looking for an arms dealer. While Anakin heads into the nightclub that they are located in, Ahsoka's waiting outside, and a pickpocket steals her lightsaber.
Jesus Christ. How does a pickpocket steal your life? It's the second most important thing behind breakfast. If a pickpocket stole her
and
breakfast,
I'd
be like,
family.
holy shit.
Everyone knows lightsaber breakfast family.
And a pickpocket steals her breakfast. And I'm like, oh shit. That's not good. A pickpocket stole her waffles. They stole her 11s. Oh man, I read a whole bunch of things about arrows that I want to talk to you guys about, but we'll do that later.
That's a good post-show content thing.
No, that's why I said we'll do that later. We'll do it post-show. I'm not doing it now.
Oh, I'm just teasing for our 3 viewers left in the Twitch.
If you guys want to watch a whole thing about arrows, well, I 60-ounce talk about arrows.
Ooh, I'll be a 60-ounce chat.
60-ounce
anyway,
chat,
so Ahsoka doesn't want to tell Anakin she lost her lightsaber because she'll get yelled at. So she pretends everything is fine, and she heads to the Jedi archives to ask librarian Jocasta Nu for help finding this pickpocket. And she's like, well, I'm a librarian, so maybe ask someone else. Here, this old guy, Master Sanubi. He's bored. He can help you.
Jesus Christ.
So he kind of looks like a humanoid Puff the Magic Dragon, Master Sanubi.
I like it.
Humanoid Puff the Magic Dragon.
Okay. You're welcome.
I'm not sure how I feel about that visual, but I'm rolling with it.
So
you guys have sold me on it.
He's real old and sleepy. He likes puns, but he knows a lot about the underworld of Coruscant. So he's got his own database. He asks Ahsoka about him. He's fish-like. And they find the thief, whose name is
Fish-like.
Bonamu. He's fish-like.
I love fish people, man. They're the most trusting people except the fucking squid people. Like those fucking assholes.
And all fish people should use our sponsor today, Seaborn Seahorse Milk.
You need a milk, you need a seahorse, come on down. A Seaborn Seahorse Milk. Patent pending.
So Sanube gives Ahsoka the thief's name and location, but he wants to tag along because he's bored. He is very slow and old. But
Jesus Christ.
Just
he
like Puff.
says he's going along because he wants Ahsoka to slow down. Because she'll take in her surroundings a little better.
Yeah, okay.
Not so fast.
Not so fast. Okay, dude. Fucking come on, man. We got work to do. I'm so sick. Like there's so many shows where it's like the old dude that's like the master of it is like, just slow down and like look at the things around you. You'll be able to learn stuff. And I'm like, yeah, maybe sometimes. But when it comes to like a time crunch, it's slowing down. If it's like, oh fuck, the bomb's gonna go off in 5 minutes, I'm like, you know what, guys? I once had this master that told me to slow down and look at things. So we're gonna just like look at the trees, bro. And they're like, dude, no, things are gonna be really bad in about 5 minutes. I'm like, no. He taught me well. Slow down, look at the trees. And be like, no, that shit doesn't work in real life, man. Just fucking do your job. Do your job. Work hard. Do your job. What the fuck? It's slowing down is for fucking people that are old as shit.
So they find Bonamu, who has sold the lightsaber to Knack Movers. He's a very powerful crime
fucking
lord.
Knack Movers.
They
First
show
name
up
Knack, last name
to
Movers.
his apartment, and they find him dead, and his girlfriend's alive. Her name's Ione Marcy. She says, hey, I'm hiding from these men who just killed him and left. What's your question, buddy?
Yeah, okay. What alien race or human race are these people?
They're fish people.
Oh, they're all fish people. All right, go ahead, continue.
So, Ione Marcy's acting a little weird, so Ahsoka looks around the apartment and finds a woman whose name ends up being Cassie, who has the lightsaber.
I have a question. She looks around the apartment and finds this woman?
Yes. It's a big apartment.
It's just like standing behind a curtain.
Do you know how much property goes for in Coruscant these days, buddy?
I don't.
Well, nothing. They blew up Coruscant in the sequels, but
nice.
A lot of shekels.
How do you blow up Coruscant? My name is Slip. Stair, I'll take you down them stairs for 500 schmeckles. He smashes his face into the ground. You hear that, Morty? 500 schmeckles. Now I'm gonna win the schmeckles, and then we'll go down the stairs. Okay?
Slippery stair.
Hi, I'm Mr. Jellybean. Isn't any time spent with a friend a treasure? Go ahead.
I'm just saying, we're up over an hour. We got one more episode left after this one. We're on good pace.
I finished up. Oh, no.
So, Cassie runs through Coruscant. Ione was acting sketchy, so Sanube put a tracking device on her. Turns out she was in cahoots. She had her boyfriend killed. She's trying to run away with Cassie.
I couldn't have believed that ever.
But because of Sanube being slow and the tracking device, they cut them off at the train station. There's a cool fight scene on top of the train with Cassie. Cassie takes some hostages, but Sanube saves the day with the lightsaber that's built into his cane.
Cheeky.
All right, you guys ready? 34 episodes in, and we finally get a good one. Season 2, Episode 12, The Mandalore Plot. Wes, do you have a question, or are you stretching?
This is my favorite.
I'm excited. I'm fucking excited, bro. Let's do it.
All right. So, we learn about the Council of Neutral Systems, a group of 1,200 planets who want to stay out of the war between the Separatists and the Republic. Now, Duchess Satine of Mandalore is the leader of the Council of Neutral Systems, but she is suspected of building an army, which I don't know why those rumors spread with the Council of Neutral Systems, but Obi-Wan is going to go there to investigate.
The Council of General people who just want to hang out is suspected of not wanting to hang out and being ungeneral. And you're like,
and being very specific.
General people?
General people? I like it.
So,
I like
Prime Minister Almec meets Obi-Wan at the landing pad, and he's very troubled by the rumors because they make no sense, and now the Republic has sent Jedi there.
I don't like these rumors. They don't make any damn sense.
These rumors are insane. Why would you want to do that if your name is the Council of General People who want to relax? And it's like, the Council of General People who want to relax.
Generally good vibes.
Seem to be like the Council of People that are kind of assholes.
So, Prime Minister Almec insists to Obi-Wan that Mandalore's violent past is behind them. All of their warriors have been exiled to the moon of Concordia, and they have
Also
died
kinda
off.
true. I don't know about that part, but okay.
Me neither. So Obi-Wan, Almec, and Satine are now all in the same room, and Obi-Wan explains why he's there. A Mandalorian attacked a Republic fleet and then took his own life to prevent any questioning.
Damn.
Yeah. Now we get the idea that there's
aggressive
past between Satine and Obi-Wan. A romantic past.
Oh, fuck. Obi-Wan never strikes me as some dude that wants to fuck. But
Most
I guess
Jedi
I guess
fuck, I would say.
The issue with that is just you know what it is? It's the same issue where it's like abstinence versus safe sex. Let them fuck.
We're just
they're like, we're gonna be abstinent.
Wes is let them fuck.
A quick theory about the High Republic universe they're building, which is a couple hundred years before Phantom Menace. So the prequel era is, the Jedi were so rigid and lacked caring and had all these rules that it led to their downfall. I imagine the High Republic is going to be all loosey-goosey Force usage that goes wrong, and Yoda's going to be like, we got to fucking tighten up these rules on some motherfuckers. Just a quick theory.
But I know that makes perfect sense, because that's pretty much what it was. It's, dude, you literally, all right, so like I'm hanging out and I have magic powers that I can do anything with, and I'm really good with a blade, and they're like, yeah, but don't fuck anybody. And I'm like, I guess, okay. So like I feel like as it's still done in the terms of I'm a man, and I'm like, yeah, you know what I want to do? I want to have some sex. And they're like, yeah, but you know, you can use a lightsaber well, and you have this magic power. If I had magic and lightsabers, I'd be like, yo, I don't know what I'm doing, but it's definitely not being celibate. and they're like, just chill out, just like, you know, like conform to like a life of being like in the priesthood, and you can be like, I pray to God and I love Jesus and Yoda, and it's like, I guess if you want to do all that, but if it's me, I'm like, fuck, guys, I literally have magic powers. I can fight. It's not like I have magic powers. I'm just like a magician. I have magic powers. That makes me a really good warrior. And there's a bunch of just alien races that I can literally like have sex with like 90 different races of people. So, and it really is of no consequence to me.
Part of the dichotomy I saw developing in this episode is the Jedi are supposed to be peacekeepers. Because of the Clone Wars, they became generals and warriors, but Jedi are to keep the peace. Now Mandalorians just have this warrior culture, so the Jedi and Mandalorians have always butted heads, because Mandalorians are trying to be warriors, Jedi keeping the peace. Now Satine mentions this group called Death Watch, which is the group that found Din Djarin. Did I fuck it up?
I assume you did.
This group called Death Watch, who idolizes violence and the warrior way of the past, but she says it's not a movement or insurgents, it's just a small group of hooligans. Now, we cut to a scene of someone in Mandalorian armor. Oh, by the way, on Mandalore, no one's wearing any helmets. Just to set up the scene for you. Helmetless.
No, like the popular belief is that they all wear helmets, but if you know anything about it and you watch any of it, it's that's like a fanatics sort of thing.
Exactly.
So, yeah, nobody should be wearing helmets. That's a fanatic thing.
We cut to someone in Mandalorian armor talking to a hologram of Count Dooku. So Dooku is supporting Death Watch. He's funding them, kind of advising them. We cut back to Duchess Satine and Obi-Wan just walking around Mandalore, and a bomb goes off like 40 feet from them. They're unharmed, but Obi-Wan sees someone fleeing the scene, chases after them, and this dude jumps off a building to kill himself. to
That's
avoid
pretty
question
aggressive.
again. So
Yeah, that
Satine
seems very excessive.
looks up the citizen. He is from Concordia,
That seems no joke, baby.
the
Seems
moon
no
of
joke.
Mandalore that all the warriors were exiled
Yeah.
to. Now, Concordia
Sure.
has its own governor and sort of own system, so Satine's got to go with Obi-Wan to visit. So we travel up to Concordia and we meet Governor Vizsla, who's working to find members of Death Watch, he says.
The governor.
So the whole plan is Satine's going to occupy Governor Vizsla, and Obi-Wan's going to investigate some
occupy
mining
Governor
facilities mentioned, and so he
Seems
goes
like
to
a
these
big
mining
setup.
facilities, and Obi-Wan gets knocked out by a couple of Mandalorians, and he ends up in those like electric hand and foot holding things that everyone in
Like in the
Clone
same
Wars
thing
is
with
held by.
Dooku, when Dooku held him.
Yeah,
It's
Wes,
like,
anytime
oh,
someone's
it's a
held
Dooku.
prisoner, it's in that. I want you to picture that, because every episode that someone's captured, they
It's like-
stick them in that thing.
It's you too, isn't it?
Yeah, so like,
Oh
look
my
around.
god, that was the most painful thing I've ever experienced. All right, guys, look what I got. It's one
Did you
free
finish,
hand.
buddy? Oh, you got one free hand.
I finished his hand. Steph helped me pull the tape off, but fuck, that shit hurt like a motherfucker.
She's a keeper.
So I can only imagine what this one's gonna feel like, right, boys?
Hell yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ, that sucked ass. That honestly may have been the most painful thing I've ever experienced.
So when Obi-Wan wakes up, he contacts Duchess Satine and says, hey, make an
Sure.
excuse, leave dinner, and come save me because I am in an evil villain, mining machine crunch thing situation.
Yeah. I'm in a
I'm in some
murdering...
kind of mind crunch.
Do you remember those mind worms? Well, I'm in a mind crunch. So imagine how bad that is.
Satine's
Come
like,
save me,
I
bitch."
don't remember the mind worms. I don't know what you're
He's like, but you listen to Cannonball's podcast, right?
Duchess Satine,
she's like-
I know you're listening. Like and subscribe. So
Oh, God, I get one free hand, boys.
Duchess Satine shows up, makes a diversion to shut off the mining machine that's going to avoid crushing Obi-Wan. With hindsight, I'd imagine there's some Beskar mining going on this moon, but it's not
Yeah,
explicitly
probably. I
said.
mean, like, Beskar is what it's all about, man.
Not explicitly
Beskar
said.
is the best car. So,
It's
you know.
the best car. So
You know what they say.
while they're escaping, they run into more Death Watch, and Obi-Wan had his lightsaber taken from him by the guys who knocked him out. And we see the leader of Death Watch in his armor takes off its helmet. It's Governor Vizsla. And he has
from that one time.
from that one time, he has the dark saber. So he
shit,
tells,
this is Darksaber from that other one time.
yeah,
Fuck.
from that other one time. So he explains the history of the dark saber. It was from the first Mandalore Jedi. The family stole it back from the Jedi. And so Vizsla says Satine calling herself a Mandalorian is insulting to him because they're warriors. They
Sure.
hate Jedi. Vizsla gives Obi-Wan his lightsaber back to have a fight. And Obi-Wan kind of kicks his ass, but doesn't kill him.
Obi-Wan
Vizsla
should just kill them.
flees. Satine and Obi-Wan escape. Excuse me. And Satine says, hey, I still don't want to join the war, so please don't bring any of those clone troops here. We are
He's like, yo, just chill out,
neutral
bro.
systems. I am still on the council of guys who chill and want to relax.
Yeah, how you feeling? You want to just chill out? And he's like, no, yeah, just maybe just chill out.
So
He's like,
I
yeah, you
don't-
want to relax? He's like, no.
I don't know what's coming next, but Wes, if you were just going to start Clone Wars, you could skip the first 33 episodes, I would say.
Start here.
Yeah. Season 2, episode 12. Next week, I'll
All right,
watch,
guys. Hey.
and you can make a decision.
Listen, we did 6 episodes. We did 80 ounces of beer.
Hey!
Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
Yeah.
Don't drip on your
Give him a
keyboard.
second.
Okay,
He's like,
good.
how many?
Yeah. Yeah, guys. Hey, Good job, boys.
I'm proud of us.
I can peel the shit off my own hands. I got my own fucking arms.
What did you think of this week's episodes? I don't have Marty, who has seen them all before, so I get a fresh take from you two.
I didn't like
it's like the old days.
I didn't like the zombie shit, but I understand it.
It was a little scary, but
I was too scared. I think from out good. I cried a little bit. I hated it.
Sure.
I think that next time, I honestly, all right, I'm gonna tell you the two things that I've thought about this week. Right, is that fucking Star Wars has. I only know about the two things this week. Star Wars is way too long for its own good. Like, what are we doing here? Like, why there's so many things?
Oh, there's so much.
And
canon.
also,
it will never end.
No, I know.
I want to tell you, boys.
And also,
and
my other thing is, if you're gonna drink 40 ounces, don't pick like steel rail. Just drink anything else.
Unless we
like
find out, and I'm not saying he is, but unless we find out George Lucas is a pedophile or something, Star Wars will never end.
Are we going to find that out?
No, I'm not saying we will. I'm saying the only thing that could kill Star Wars if it turns out George Lucas was actually a shit human being.
Yeah, but that would pretty much kill Star Wars, huh?
Oh, you know what I wanted to talk about earlier? I think we're going to end. Aaron, do you have anything to add about these episodes?
I don't think so.
Have you guys been watching WandaVision?
No, not at all.
No.
I think I want my hands back.
Do you guys have a way to watch WandaVision, like Disney Plus?
Yeah, no.
I have Disney Plus.
I don't think it's gonna be any good.
So 1 through 3, good. I was like, and then 4 just happened, and I was like, holy fucking shit. I would say,
so it's good.
Stay media blackout, binge it all. Okay. So wait another 4 weeks, binge it all. No, all 8.
All right. I wasn't sure if we were going to do it on the pod, man.
Nope.
We talked about doing it. We definitely talked about doing it before.
But at this point, it's a little hard to coordinate more than a couple days a week. So,
yeah, that's okay.
Honestly, the first 3 episodes I didn't feel like talking about. If I'm going to be honest,
nothing happened. They just stood there and didn't do anything. So I was just like, I guess there's nothing to talk about.
If you
nothing happened.
I won't spoil, but I can give like a little preview, and it's not even spoilery. The whole idea is they're like spoofing old sitcoms.
Mm-hmm.
It was like 95% sitcom spoof for the first 3 episodes, and I'm like,
that makes sense.
Can someone punch someone in the face?
That's what I figured, bro.
Episode 4, fucking awesome. I'm hyped for next week. 1 through 3, I'm glad we didn't have to do a podcast about it. Thanks, boss.
Glad.
We only do it on West Balls.
Wes, Wes, once you're on your 9 to 5 shift, if you want to have your own show, West Balls, you just tell me what night of the week. I don't do anything. Aaron, you too. If you want to have Aaron
West Balls be a fucking nightmare. No, I'm good. I can't do it.
All right, well, let's wrap this up. We're an hour and 18 minutes in. Have any of you written down a sign off or?
No.
I don't. Okay, let me.
I don't remember anything.
Actually, I have a
we weren't
really
very
soft one.
Okay, give me your soft one. As we always say to end the Cannonballs podcast, Wesley.
Yeah, boy!
Hold up! Hold up!